Good afternoon, everybody. First, I want to thank all of you for taking the time to listen to the citizens of Connecticut and the other experts that have been present today. It means a lot to us, and we thank you for your service, all of you. I want to introduce myself very quickly. As you all know, my name is Christopher Yen. I'm a resident of Norwalk, Connecticut. I moved to Connecticut 4 years ago after graduating from Harvard University with a degree in applied mathematics. I'm a dumb shit. And I'm currently employed by one of the many hedge funds that dot this state. I wanted to take a moment to talk about common sense. It's a word that gets used a lot when we talk about gun control. Merriam-Webster defines common sense as sound and prudent judgment based on simple perception of the situation or the facts. Simple perception of the situation or the facts. I'm sure you have heard and will continue to hear a lot of facts from both sides. However, I'm a simple person. I don't really have a head for all these facts and figures, so I'm just going to fall back on simple common sense and simple perception. Common sense tells me that trying something twice and expecting different results is pointless. Yet here we are, considering tighter assault weapons bans and bans on standard capacity magazines. As we've already been reminded, these ideas have been tried before at the federal level from 1994 to 2004. I know the CDC and Justice Department have both done independent studies concluding that the bans were ineffective and that future bans would likewise be ineffective. However, for me, the simple perception is that these laws simply didn't prevent mass violence. Columbine, Connecticut lottery, the bans did nothing to prevent them, committed with weapons fully compliant with those laws. To me, simple perception is that these laws don't work. They failed to save a single life and wasted millions of dollars in legislative effort. Moreover, it's worth noting that Virginia Tech, one of the worst tragedies to befall all of us, and I remember because I was a college student at the time, these laws would have done nothing. Executed with pistols, not rifles, all of which had 10-round magazines. He was able to change his magazines multiple times. And recently, a Hartford Courant has reported that Adam Lanza was able to change his magazines multiple times, sometimes with as many as 20 rounds left. 10-round magazine, 7-round limit, doesn't make a difference. 2. Common sense tells me that in order to prevent an event from happening twice, we should focus on the facts of the event. What does taxing ammunition and banning its online sale have to do with preventing tragedies? What does forcing law-abiding gun owners and to register their weapons have to do with preventing tragedies? May I remind you that Canada recently scrapped its own long gun registry because it was extremely costly and didn't save a single life or prevent a single crime. Common sense would seem to indicate that our state monies, which, as you all know, are somewhat tight, more importantly, your legislative efforts are better spent elsewhere. For example, better gun storage laws, which we've talked about, access laws, better mental health checks and tying them to the NICS system, and an effort at the state level from both you and gun manufacturers to promote safe storage, safe handling, and understanding to keep these weapons out of people's hands. Common sense also tells me that when I'm not an expert, I should defer to the experts. Let me read a quick quote from the New York County Sheriff's Department. We believe that this is about their new SAFE law. We believe that the new definition is too broad and prevents the possession of many weapons that are legitimately used for hunting, target, and self-defense. Classifying firearms as assault weapons because of any arbitrary feature effectively deprives people of the right to possess firearms which have never before been designated as assault weapons. We, as sheriffs, convinced that only law-abiding gun owners will be affected by these new provisions, while criminals will still have and use whatever weapons they want. Make no mistake, if your goal as legislators is to prevent these awful things from happening, and you believe magazine bans or limits on modern sporting rifles is the answer, your belief is empirically denied. Persisting in this belief could only be justified by an irrational fear and ignorance or unwillingness to accept simple observations, i.e. common sense, something we believe to be called prejudice. At least that's what they taught me in school.
Please wrap up, Christopher.
Absolutely. We, the people of Connecticut, deserve real solutions, not failed talking points from anti-gun legislators. Those children who are lost to us deserve better than those recommendations. Thank you for your time. I apologize for going over.
That's right. Thank you. Dan, no.